on to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Phillips. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Phillips. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And this is caught and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Point after try forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down, and this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his team this week because, let's face it, who wants to be the team to lose to someone who's lost 4 straight games? Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Phillips. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. To throw is Phillips on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Off play action. Phillips. And that is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, The goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Phillips. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Phillips. Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. There are 2 words. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Back to throw. Phillips. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receive.
Touchdown! Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11 MT, take. 11
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Phillips now throwing on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Phillips. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Phillips. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 41, Burrow. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Big 13. Big 13.
Brings up second and 9.
Back to Mixon on second down.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Phillips. Off play action. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Phillips off the play fake. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is
Knocked away and incomplete.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Ready? Nice one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards of the play. And the Bengals first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow going for it all.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
The second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. First down. Here's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Harris on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
On third down, here's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6.